Hello, welcome back to another video. Anime Dion here. We are doing What If Luffy Ate the Kaze NoMi Part 2. We last left off for Luffy, Sabo, and Ace, where Zoro just witnessed Luffy, Sabo, and Ace have a great fight against each other. And he knows that he wants to work under Luffy, Now he knows that he's truly passionate about working under Luffy, and is ready to be trained by Luffy, you know what I'm saying? And be, fight by side Luffy, you know what I'm saying? And so on. To follow Luffy all throughout his, all throughout his journey of becoming the strongest swordsman. And Luffy, he still has a goal to be a fleet admiral. Garp then walks into the room. He says, "Hey, it's one of you kids' lucky day. Turns out a vice admiral has just been, caught for doing some horrible business, you could say. Turns out he's been killing some of his, some of the Marines that work under him, and all of those. He's been killing them because he found them useless, and so on and so on. And we all know that is illegal. He's being arrested at this moment. He's been arrested at this moment, and there's need for an admiral there. So, kids, we're gonna travel to that place, and one of you will be chosen to be a vice admiral." They all get excited, and Zoro then looks at Luffy. "Hey, Luffy, if you get this chance, we can have even a bigger empire, and we can even get stronger together." Luffy says, "But if we do, we won't have enough places to move around, I see. If we are just, what would I say? If we move around more, we could gain stronger that way by meeting more enemies. But as a vice admiral, we may have to stay at the island for some time, you know what I'm saying? Before we can go back into exploring," says Luffy. Zoro says, "Wow, that's actually something smart I heard come out your mouth." "You're correct, but vice admiral is a way for you to build up your status and get closer to becoming an admiral and then a fleet admiral," says Zoro. Luffy says, "What? Really? Oh, Sabo, Ace, I guess you guys are gonna have to wait and be behind me," says Luffy. As he laughs, he says, "I'm gonna be a vice admiral." They literally say nothing and just laugh. He says, "There's no way you'd be a vice admiral, Luffy, before me," says both Sabo and Ace at the same time. And they get back into their argument. Garp says, "Turn the ship around and get ready to go." Along the way, they caught a group of pirates. Lady Michael Jackson. I forgot her name. It's like that one girl at the beginning of One Piece in the first episode that Kobe is on the ship because he got captured. They end up capturing the entire ship, and Kobe ends up letting Luffy know that he's not a bad guy. He's only got caught on that ship when he went fishing, and it turns out they were also on the boat with him. Luffy lets him out without letting Garp know, and Garp figures out. He says, "Hey, Luffy, why would you let this kid out?" He says, "This kid is totally innocent. And look at him. A puny kid like himself could never be a pirate." So Garp agrees. He says, "I guess you're right, because they're both pretty stupid, you know what I mean?" Garp says, "Nah, I guess you're right. Kid, where do you live?" Kobe says, "I honestly don't want to go back to my place. What I do want to be is a Marine. I want to be a strong Marine, you know what I'm saying? I want to become an admiral one day. A fleet admiral at that." Luffy looks at Kobe and says, You're so tall and scrawny and weak. There's no way you'd be a fleet admiral before me, at least," says Luffy. Kobe says, "What? You want to be fleet admiral too?" He says, "Yeah, I'm the right-hand man to this vice admiral, Garp." Then Kobe looks again. He says, "Whoa, you're Monkey D. Garp, the greatest vice admiral there is. I'm a big fan," says Kobe. Garp then walks away. He says, "I have no time for fans at the moment. Luffy, you take this man under your wing also. You'll have 2 apprentices at that." Luffy smiles. He says, "What? Really? Let's go," says Luffy. Luffy says, "Your name is Kobe, right? I'll make you to a fine warrior," says Luffy. Zoro then gets up. He says, "Hey, I'm his right-hand man. You, I can help you out too." Kobe agrees. He says, "Yes, I can finally pursue my dream of being a vice admiral." of becoming a fleet admiral or a great marine warrior. A great strong marine, says Kobe. They then head to this island, and what is this guy's name? I keep forgetting. Axehand Morgan. There we go. They go to Axehand Morgan Island, and Axehand Morgan had been apprehended for the horrible things he has been doing. Turns out one of the people there got tired of Axehand Morgan's acts and ended up snitching. 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Not that it was wrong in this video. We're not talking about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is snitch, but I don't care. We're talking about this dude. He ended up telling because he's tired of Axehand Morgan killing his friends and his mates. You know what I'm saying? His partners. And so he ended up telling. And Garp got notified. Garp got called and said that one of your 3 boys can go and become a vice admiral today, I guess he said. They make it to this island and they step in. Garp walks up and so many people are shocked to see this giant Garp. Luffy, Sabo, and Ace behind him. And I'm going to say this right now. People have heard of Luffy, Sabo, and Ace, just to let you guys know. So, Luffy's pretty popular. Remember, Ace is as strong as he is in that one, so people know Ace in the original, but maybe even a little bit stronger. And people know Luffy. You could say Luffy is as strong as Luffy is a bit stronger. It's like he's not like post time skip strong right now. No. He's like how can I say? He's like basically as strong as he was during the middle of the training of Rayleigh, training with Rayleigh. So yeah, he could say he's that strong. Except for the fact that he doesn't have Congress Huggy, so he's a little bit weaker. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah. Ace is as strong as he is when he died, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. My bad. Right before he became a donut. But we're not talking about Donut Ace right now. Yeah, we're not talking about that delicious, scrumptious donut, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about all of them. So, yeah. So, Sabo is just, ranked, a little bit above the both of them. See, look. Ace, you could say, is probably one of the... Luffy's, the weakest, but, barely by a tad weaker than Ace. And Sabo is only a tad bit stronger than Ace. Only a tad bit. Because, Sabo also uses a weapon, which is a pipe. So, yeah. So he's a bit stronger because he has a weapon. And, keep in mind, and this is pretty obvious, weapons make anybody much stronger than they are originally. Just to let you guys know. So, I just want to let you guys know that. So, weapons make people way stronger than they usually are, if you know what I mean. But let's get back into the video. Just wait, before we do. Sabo's only a tiny bit stronger than Ace and Luffy. He barely beat Luffy. Luffy probably would have won that fight. Just so you guys know. You could even, put them at the same exact strength, pretty much. Just gotta say. But, Ace and Sabo are a bit smarter than Luffy. So, that's all. That's the only reason why I would put them above him. Above, Luffy. So, yeah. They make it to the island and they walk through and they see the trio. Ace, Luffy, and Sabo. And right behind Luffy is 2 other people on him, not really hurt except for one of them, who's Ranawa Zoro, the great pirate hunter, to make them even more terrified. And Zoro isn't really wearing nothing. He's not wearing any marine attire because it doesn't suit him. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing his old, and he's not wearing his what would you say? His bandana. He's wearing a bandana, but it's a marine bandana thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of marine-ish colors. It's not marine-ish colors. It's green. He started it for his own and just put the marine sign on it. So yeah. Everybody's pretty shocked by this. With his 3 swords right there by his side. Zoro, it's Luffy right in front of him, and everybody in the crowd are like, what? No way. Luffy, the famous Luffy took in Ranawa Zoro and this scrawny kid on his team. There's no way they do such a thing. Says the man. They end up walking to the place, and they meet up with Sengoku. Sengoku says, Garp sees Sengoku and says, hey, Sengoku, I thought you were retired. Or, I'm actually not sure whether or not Sengoku's retired yet. No, let's just say he's not retired yet. But he retires, post-time skip, but not yet. Sengoku says, hey, Garp, how's it going? So which one of the boys will become a Vice Admiral today. Garp says, I can't choose. You may have to choose yourself. Sengoku says, really? Come on, next time you've had to choose. Garp says, I'd say Sabo is ready to become a Vice Admiral. Well, really, the three of them are. Sabo, to me, has the most, what can I say, strength, skill out of the three of them. But I can't say because they each are super strong. They each are pretty much the same exact strength. It's just Sabo's about pretty much the faster learning, and but they each learn super quick. I can't even decide, says Garp. Garp then says, Sengoku, how about you decide? He said, how about each one of you come at me now in a fight? As strong as, with all of your strength, come on me. You three work together to fight against me, and the one I see with the most potential will become the Vice Admiral. Sengoku says, go. Luffy, without question, just charges as Ace and Sabo are still a little bit confused. Luffy charges with, very high speeds of wind, and it's like he becomes invisible for a second. He appears behind Sengoku and goes for a hockey-infused kick to the back. He says, do you think I underestimate you? Of course I use some of my power. Of course I use a lot of power. Boom! With a bunch of wind behind the kick, causing it to have extra speed and strength. And infused with hockey will do much more damage than it usually would. He punches, he kicks Sengoku in the back, but it doesn't seem to have much effect. It barely moves Sengoku a bit. Luffy then says, dang. He then make it to the side, kind of like what Nezuko did to that one demon, the air demon, and goes for a kick straight to Sengoku's face. That's what Luffy does, goes for a kick to Sengoku's face, infused with wind again. But this time, Sengoku puts one hand up and catches Luffy's leg, infused with hockey. He says, what? My leg is practically made of wind. There's no way. Sengoku then grabs Luffy and slams him on the ground pretty much. This is when Sabo goes in with a hockey-infused crowbar and goes straight for the uppercut. He grabs the crowbar. Sengoku grabs the crowbar before it can hit, his chin, and basically destroys it. Sabo's like, whew, at least that wasn't my lucky one. He jumps up and he goes for, what's it called? He uses, makes a bunch of string to, basically, kill Sengoku, you could say. And Sengoku then just uses hockey on his hand and just slices the string apart. Then Sengoku kicks Sabo, and Sabo slammed into a pillar. Ace charges up with a big giant flame fist. No hockey infused whatsoever, but it doesn't work against Sengoku. Sengoku walks through the fire and tells Ace, he says, not strong enough to hit, not strong enough to burn me yet. I say, Ace says, I can. He then infuses hockey with his, where Sengoku grabbed him and burns it as hot as possible, and then actually burns Sengoku big. He says, tough one, huh? And then Sengoku throws him into a pillar as well. The only one up at the moment is Luffy, as Luffy then goes in front of Sengoku and looks up him at the face. He says, hey, you don't talk to me like that. Trust me. I'm faster. I will be faster and stronger than you one day. Maybe even today I may surpass you. Sengoku laughs. He says, you have a long way to go, kid. He kicks Luffy in his side, but Luffy, just in the nick of time, blocks with hockey infused in his block, so it doesn't hurt as much. So he's not really moved too much. Luffy then jumps up, goes for a kick to the back of Sengoku's hand, lands it, and then spins around with another kick to the front. He then slashes Sengoku with wind stripes infused with hockey. So his wind slashes are infused with hockey a bit, and and Sengoku's actually cut a bit. Ace then jumps up. He says, I'm not done, and uses the hottest heat he can to burn the side of Sengoku. Sabo then jumps up with his a string made crowbar, and boom, bops Sengoku in the top of his head. Sengoku says, I'm tired, and kicks them all in like a windmill kick all together. Not pretty much winning the fight. Sengoku says, fight is over. I've already know which one of you will be a vice admiral. Zoro, just watching this fight, is amazed by how strong Luffy is and how strong they all are. Sengoku says, wow, you've each done a good amount of damage to me. Sabo, that last hit was great. Luffy, you've actually cut me a bit. It won't scar me, but most people can't even get through this skin. Ace, and then he says, Ace, you've burned me. You've done the most damage out of three. But if I had to choose one of you to become a vice admiral, Sengoku sighs. It was a tough decision, but Sabo, you will become the new vice admiral. You can choose on where you would like to be set. You don't have to be set at this island specifically, but you will have to have somebody stand here. You can't have one of your brothers do so, but you wouldn't want to do that, wouldn't you? Sabo says, nah, it's Vice Admiral. I think I already know who I'd want to pick. Sabo then, he just chooses, he says, as Vice Admiral, I don't think I want to choose one of my brothers. He just sets one of the randoms, another strong person, a strong marine dude. He's not strong like them, like them, not at all. But he's strong enough to hold up the island, and he makes him hold up the island. The man then asks, Sengoku says, well, you'll be coming with me, Sabo, as a new Vice Admiral. We must show you the ways and show you all, and you must tell us where you would like to go. And he said, take me to the Grand Line. I think I know somewhere I'd like to stay. And then Sabo leaves. Ace and Luffy are a bit pissed off and look at Garp, and Garp says, hey, you guys won't be seeing your brother for a little while. That's all I gotta say. Probably a few years. What? A few years? What? I can't. What? Really? Says Luffy. Garp smiles. He says, yeah, your brother's a vice admiral. And by the next time you guys see him, he's not gonna be she's gonna be no joke. Shoot. You guys better hurry up and become vice admirals before he beats you to it. Says Garp. Luffy and Ace sigh, and they said, nah, there's no way he'd become an admiral before the three of us. We'd become an admiral at the same time. And then Luffy says, or I'm gonna be first. He says, shut up. As Ace is a bit pissed off, as he did try to best everyone underestimated a bit by him. So yeah. Zoro and Kobe get up. He says, Luffy, they both say at the same time, Luffy, that was awesome. You did great. Just start training us and fight with us, and you'll get even stronger faster. Says Zoro and Kobe. And Luffy smiles. He says, yep, you two by my side. We'll get pretty strong. I'm gonna be the next one to become a vice admiral. We fast forward a month, and Ace has already become a vice admiral and headed to the Grand Line. The only one left to become an vice admiral was Luffy. Ever since, Sabo has become a vice admiral, Luffy and Ace has tried their best to get stronger. The next vice admiral seat was open, and Garp immediately chose Ace, as he said Ace was older and, smarter a bit. He says, Luffy, you have a bit of time in order for you to become a vice admiral, he says. Luffy says, whatever. I didn't even want to at that point. I just need about a little bit more time before I could become one. Luffy, the weekend, it's been a whole month, and Zoro and Kobe have already gotten pretty much stronger. Kobe doesn't use weapons though. He actually uses just his fist, and he uses martial arts to fight, and he's actually pretty good. He learned the basics of armament haki and a little bit of observation. Same thing for Zoro. Zoro knows a bit more of observation haki and is a bit better at armament haki than Kobe. And he's more skilled at fighting than Kobe and is stronger than Kobe ultimately. Kobe can put up a fight to Zoro a bit, but ultimately every time they would fight, Zoro would always win. And of course, Luffy would smack the both of them if they both came at him at once, because Luffy is the strongest out of them all. Garp says to Luffy, says, well, I heard Sengoku's retiring. Says Garp. Oh, never mind. He's not retiring anytime soon. Luffy says, dang, I want to become a vice admiral now. No cap. But at least I have some time to get stronger. We fast forward another few months, about 3, and Luffy is like so much stronger now. His observation haki is like pretty much to the max of normal observation haki could be, and he has the max of like pretty much armament haki. He hasn't learned much about conquerors, and he doesn't have any advanced hakis whatsoever. But yeah, Zoro's gotten a lot stronger, and so has Kobe. All 3 of them have gotten pretty strong. You could say Zoro is about as strong as Luffy was at the beginning of the What If, not like as a kid, but like when we first got to him at 17 years old. You know, when Luffy and Sabo and Ace had fought, he's about near that strength whatsoever. Kobe is only a little bit under Zoro, you could say, because Zoro has gotten super duper strong. And, you know, this caused Kobe to strive. It's only been 4 months really. And that made them really strong. They're almost as strong as Luffy was a few years ago. You could put Luffy at stronger than post time skip Luffy by now. You could say he's as strong as Fishman Island Luffy. There you go. Yeah, Fishman Island. So yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end off the video. So yeah, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be updated my daily uploads, and yeah, subscribe to Grimshot and Marx Spade down below in the description. And yeah, peace out.